until right now, and everything I've ever done until right now, we intersect. And for 50 minutes, I will share with you what I think will change your life, because I started working in Illinois about 40 years ago as a psychotherapist. And I thought, a lot of people here are crazy. So I should leave, and then I came over here only to find that a lot of you all are crazy. But what I realized is I put together a program, I call it Synergy, which is a unique word. Does anyone know what it means? Anyone willing to take a stab at it? It's pretty unique, and I love it because it's what I do. The sum of the parts, this is the definition, is greater than the whole. That's unusual. What that means, I could prove that 1 plus 1 is not 2, but any number greater than 2. And when we get synergy in our lives, good things happen. You start an upward spiral. Everything starts to make sense because you put two good things together. For example, I'm walking into the University Center, which I've done for 31 years. I retired in June, so I've had a year away. First time back in the University Center. I'm meeting these guys for lunch. I pass the elevator. How many people in this room think that it would actually be healthy to walk the stairs as opposed to taking the elevator? Absolutely. I know this for a fact, but guess what? I'm walking towards the elevator and I get a voice. One that I haven't listened to for 31 years, but it's still there. Every one of you has a good voice and a stupid voice. If you listen to the stupid voice, you're going to be stupid. And then bad things are going to happen. So I'm walking by the elevator and in comes this voice, how about a free ride? Big boy. Okay? I don't take it. I say, get lost. I'm going to walk these stairs like I've done for 31 years. Because of that discipline, I did something that was good for me. Is it synergistic? Absolutely. Why? It takes a ton of energy to run an elevator. It does. You just press a button and because it appears, you think it's magic. It takes a ton of electricity. So when I walk, I burn calories. I cathart, I get rid of stuff. I'm thinking about stuff as I'm moving. That's called kinesthetic release. Plus, I'm not wasting energy. Everyone understand? One activity, 5 benefits. Synergy plus. It's what's been missing in order for you to have success in exercise and in life. I'm a strong advocate that we need to get moving. Before we begin, answer these questions. How many people in here could be more content? Could you? Yeah. Yeah. The more you participate today, the better. Because your mind is saying, don't move your hand. That's called stupid. Okay? So raise your hand. You can do this. Because you're going to find that in life, too many things are passing you by. We had a conversation back there. You will operate at 10% of your full potential if you're Einstein. Which means 90% of everything you could be. How many people don't play a musical instrument but would like to? Absolutely. How many people could exercise more? Yeah. This is your potential. The reason you don't do it is because you listen to stupid. It starts raining and you say, I can't go outside. The truth is, I could go outside, but I'd rather not because I'd rather be stupid. Could I be more content? The more content you are, the less stupid you behave. Do I find myself rushing around? How many people rushing around? How many people procrastinate? Yeah, I could teach you how not to do that. I have 50 minutes. You're going to have to listen closely because it's taken me 31 years to perfect this. I used to teach a class called Lifestyle Enhancement. Everyone wanted the class. I could only take about 50 times 4 sections. So I'd have 200 of you every year for 30 years. And those people, I saw one today who was in my class. She benefited from the class. Do I find myself rushing around? Procrastination is connected to that because you'll wait to the last minute because you think the only inspiration you could ever rely on is worry. Right? You get yourself all worried and flustered and then you move. I think you could be happy and still move. Has my focus been on reaching the end and not appreciating the process? You say, I can't wait till this class is over. I can't wait. If only I didn't have this paper, I'd be happy. If only my song came on, I could be happy. If will never happen. How do you get from here to there, which is more content? You have to train your brain. How do you train your brain? When you walk by the elevator, you don't indulge stupid. Stupid is take the free ride. Stupid is let's have one more beer. That's stupid. I'm not saying you shouldn't drink, but I'm saying there is a point when stupid doesn't get you anything other than stupid. You with me? Have you ever done that? You made the wrong choice. You have a choice. You could listen to either voice. You'll indulge the wrong voice 90% of the time, which is bad. If we're going to change, we're going to have to choose the right words. The right words for me is, I'd rather walk when I was getting to the stairs. I'd rather walk. Hey, and what's your name?
Christian.
Kristen?
Christian.
Christian. Christian, I'm new here, and I needed everyone to introduce themselves. So each one kind of did a little jingle, kind of a verse to their favorite song. Could you do one of those?
Not right now.
You don't think so?
No.
What would it be if you could?
I couldn't tell you.
You don't even have a favorite song?
No, not right now.
All right. Well, maybe by the end of the class. Yours was remarkable, by the way. It was she did Beyonce. You know, I mean, moves and choreography, it was crazy. Thoughts, feelings, debate. You're going to have thoughts. Every action produces a thought. You are going to need to debate stupid. Because stupid's been with you, how long are you? How old are you?
It's 20.
You're 20.
Yeah.
See, for 20 years, you practiced stupid. You with me? You have. 20 years, you got great practice. I'm in here for 50 minutes. If you've been around 20 years, you've been alive probably about 11 million minutes. I have 50 to say to you, you've been doing some stupid things. How do we fix that? You have to debate stupid. Are you with me? You ever end up in the wrong place, you can trace back how you got there. You with me? If you procrastinate, you need to get rid of the stupid voice, and then you'll never procrastinate, and then you won't be rushing around, and then you won't get a speeding ticket, and then you get the speeding ticket, so now you have to spend more money, and then you have to work for more money. That's called a downward spiral. You with me? You go out and you drink, you have a few shots. The next day you want to have more. You with me? It becomes problematic, and then you have unprotected sex. Then what happens? All kinds of crazy things. All because of synergy in reverse. I like synergy plus, forward. I like to have a verbal anchor. That is, create a mantra for you. Something that really does work for you. For me, sometimes it's if I always do what I've always done, I'll always get what I've always got. See, I can hang some life on that. Hey, if I continue to do the same stuff all the time, I'm going to continue to operate at 10%. You with me? I've got to get out of my comfort zone. That comfort is the 10% that we know. And I need to move from that. I have to. Otherwise, I will stay the same. Again, depending on how old you are, you've got about 15 million minutes of practice. When you were very young, people started encouraging certain things they wanted out of you, and you were shaped. And now I'm saying, you know what? Why don't we just take a break and see how we've been shaped, and is that who we really are? You're the only one with that answer. Today, right now, a new voyage begins. We've got now about 40 minutes to launch into some new discovery. And it's up to you. Some of you will get this, some of you will ignore it, some of you will get it 2 years from now. Today you reach for the stars. Why? Because this is according to Socrates. What's your name?
Jamie.
Jamie. Socrates says, the unexamined life is not worth living. And I really agree with that. Have you seen the movie Tuck Everlasting? No. Same deal. The unlived life. Like, there's worse things than death, and according to Socrates, it's the unlived life. You got one shot, Jamie. This is it. And yet, do you waste time? Yeah. Absolutely. What Socrates is saying is, hey, hold on. There are a billion upon a billion galaxies. You with me? Galaxies. And universes. This is so small, and we get so freaked out over little baby stuff. And maybe if we had a different perspective, we would not freak out so often. Do you ever worry? Yeah, it's unnecessary. And I'll show you why in a little bit. How can you raise your present level of contentment right now? You have to become aware. In other words, I'm asking you, Jamie, how stupid are you? You know, become aware. Am I doing stupid things? Do I make fun of other people? Do I talk about people when they're not in the room? You with me? That's a waste of time. And so maybe if I learned that I talk about people when they're not there, then I could choose not to talk about people when they're not there. Because that's not helping them and it's not helping you. You with me? Yeah. I could focus on things that are important to me. If I become aware, I might be able to become motivated. I could discover balance so I would be more content. I could articulate a plan. In other words, I would like to go to the rec center 3 days a week. That's a plan. What would stop you from going there? A stupid voice would keep you from going to the rec center. Because you've debated, like I said on the page before, I've debated how many people could do more good things for yourself. How many people could eat better? Yeah. So when you find that you're making stupid decisions about what you're eating, you've got to say, let me have a little balance, which is what I went to lunch today. I don't live and work right next to Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A. They have waffle fries. Have you ever had a waffle fry? It's like sexy food. You know? It is. It's like the sexiest food, I think. And I'm walking by the waffle fries today, and you know what they're saying? Hey, big boy. And I'm thinking, get back, sexy fries. I had to debate with the fries right in front of everybody. Okay? I prevailed. The good side of me prevailed. I said, no sexy fries today. Okay? Because soon I will need to fit into that Speedo. Okay? Did I just ruin your lunch? I ruined mine, just thinking. Here is that verbal anchor. What's your name? Mike? Verbal anchor. I need to have a paradigm, a way of thinking that allows me to be free, to be happy. So I like this. I like to think of the human condition as mind, body, and spirit. When I think of it that way, I need to invest in all three. It's really easy to invest in the body because the body will get very argumentative with you. Like, hey, one more shot, one more cookie, one more whatever. It's going to make me happier. It's going to please this organism, which we are. And then the spiritual, if you could transcend that, develop a voice that says, though the temporal pleasure given me by this thing, sexy fries,